Hey my fibros, well welcome to another installment. This is going to be on issues with IBS. I have IBS-C. It can change to IBS-D, but for right now it's C, which is for constipation. I've had it for probably about 10 years not being diagnosed with fibromyalgia. Now that I've been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, I understand why I've had these bowel issues. I've also had bowel surgery where they tried to tighten up my bowels, my intestines, because they were floppy and they thought that that might be the problem, which was why I was having complications with trying to have a colonoscopy, which they were not able to complete. So I can tell you, after having the surgery on my colon, nothing changed. Fibromyalgia is kind of a crazy disease, especially for men. Our symptoms can be all over the place compared to women's symptoms. We run sometimes close to what they have, and then sometimes we have others. I will say that a lot of the doctors, the older doctors, will tell you that you have to have these trigger points. Now, I'm 51 years old. I've had so many aches and pains because I was in the construction business. I was a union pipe fitter. Technically still am. I'm still fighting on my disability. Who knows how that's going to go? You guys know what that's like. Disability says that I can do another job. Whatever job that is, they're not saying. They feel I can sit behind a computer screen, I guess, which not happening, trust me. I can't sit there very long. Even doing these videos, it's very difficult, and I have to edit the crap out of them so I don't sound like a gibbering idiot. And maybe you guys understand what that means. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. Comes to the trigger points. I have a newer type of doctor. He's a young doctor, and he doesn't believe in the old archaic type of way of diagnosing fibromyalgia. He realizes that after years and years of tests and treatments and medicines that I finally got diagnosed with this, and those trigger points don't all show up all the time. You know, there's supposed to be some ones around the neck, and sometimes they hurt, sometimes they don't. I can't say they happen all the time, and I don't have all the trigger points. And according to Social Security Disability, you will not get disability without having those trigger points and having doctors diagnose those trigger points. Pretty much BS. They just don't want to pay out, and we know how that is. So anyway, on this installment, I'm going to show you what I do to try to help with my IBS issues. I do have prescription drugs which are getting ready to run out because I'm not going to have any health care. I'm not eligible for any Obama stuff or whatever they want to roll back or whatever they're talking about. My wife works. We're not even middle class, we're below middle class. I've worked hard to where I've gotten myself, and she's worked hard, you know, to try to help with our family, but it's difficult on one income for 2 years now. And I'm not eligible for any medical coverage. It's going to run out here within the month. So this is what I do to try to keep myself regulated and trying to assume a regular bowel movement. Look, let's just put it out there. It's what it is. You know, I don't want to be jammed up, and with the meds and stuff that these guys have got you on sometimes, the side effects are pretty bad. So you'll get the constipation even if you don't have the IBS-C. So this is my routine. I have Linzess. Linzess is expensive as all get out. I mean, I can't tell you. It's hundreds of dollars a month if you're going to stay on those kinds of meds. So I use the old-fashioned Miralax, which is basically polyethylene glycol 3350. Now you can get this at Walmart or any of your other discount stores. You can buy it in bulk. I think it's like $15 for the larger one. And you're going to use a cap full of this every day until you start getting regular bowel movements. This is going to soften you up. It's not going to so much give you diarrhea with a cap full. If you start taking more than a cap full, then you may have some really loose stools. You may want to just take this once a week. You know, depending on your situation, you may want to do it every other day, or you may need it like me, being every day. So I'll tell you how this works. So here we have the polyethylene glycol. Let's see if you can see that right there. 3350. Like I said, that's just the chemical name for Miralax. You can get Miralax if you want to. Miralax is going to cost you a lot more money. You can look back on how you can actually use this for a cleanse before you have to have a colonoscopy or any kind of procedure. what you're going to want to do is your beverage of choice, whatever it is. Today it's just going to be milk. Milk seems to work a lot better. According to the manufacturer, you're just going to need a capful. It's got a little line right there. You're going to fill that up to the line. And I'll edit this down so you guys don't have to sit there and watch this crap. Take yourself a spoon and mix it around. Now give this about 10 minutes to kind of dissipate and break down so you don't get that grainy kind of taste to it. It will basically dissolve back into that milk. And like I said, it could be any choice you want. It could be your iced tea, it can be soda if you want to. You need about 8 ounces of liquid. This is what they make you take, that PEG 3350 stuff, when you get a big thing of it when you're doing a clean out for colonoscopy or something like that. And it's nasty completely without any kind of flavored liquid. On there it just tells you water. I would suggest putting Gatorade with it or something like that. Check my other video out. It goes into depth a little bit more on how to do a more economical clean out. But that's it. And then you're going to want to drink this down. Not straight, but within probably half an hour. And usually within maybe 5 hours, you'll start to feel that you're starting to have to do a bowel movement. And that's what we want, guys. We want natural bowel movements. You don't want all this chemical stuff that these doctors are prescribing. It's not good for us. And this stuff really isn't that bad. It's about as natural as you're going to get without really putting a lot of chemicals into your body. I know it is still chemicals, but it's better than relying on a pill to flush your system out. This will do it and allow your bowels to do their natural function. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Give me some feedback. If there's anything else you want to cover, let me know. I'm going to try to do these little blogs the best I can. I'm going to try to edit them down between 5 to 7 minutes or whatever, if I can. Because I know we don't want to sit there and watch all this stuff. Next one I'm going to do is trying to exercise and get back into shape. Take care.